Ladies and gentlemen, step right up and witness the kind of spectacle that only modern celebrity culture can provide. Meghan Markle's foray into the world of wine. Not just any wine, mind you, but a rose that's causing more commotion in the press than on actual dinner tables. If you've ever wondered what happens when royalty meets reality television hustle, pour yourself a glass of anything but this bottle and settle in. You're about to experience the story of a summer drink that's managed to become infamous without anyone actually drinking it. It all began with a whisper, a wink, and a well-timed Instagram reel. Adam Glassman, the creative director at Oprah Daily, yes, that Oprah, posted a video that looked more like a prelude to a dog food commercial than a wine review. 60,000 followers watched as he cradled Meghan's mysterious new rose. But here's the kicker. He didn't sip it, didn't sniff it, didn't even pretend to enjoy it. The glass stayed untouched, the bottle unopened. The dog in the background looked like it was plotting its escape. The only taste in the air was the unmistakable flavor of a PR stunt gone sideways. Now let's talk about the wine itself, or rather the myth of its existence. Meghan's, as ever, rose is, according to the official description, a blend. That's not industry speak for innovative. It's a polite way of saying it's a Frankenstein creation. White wine with a touch of red to mimic the blush pink hue that real rose earns through careful, time-honored craft. For anyone who appreciates the artistry of genuine rose, this is the equivalent of passing off instant coffee as a Parisian espresso. The difference is obvious, and no amount of celebrity sparkle is going to fool true connoisseurs. But what's most remarkable isn't the wine's questionable pedigree. It's the vanishing act that followed its supposed launch. The wine is sold out, or so the official line goes. But was it ever really available? There's no waiting list, no restock date, and no evidence of anyone outside a closed circle of influencers getting their hands on a bottle. The wine's absence has become its defining characteristic. It's Schrödinger's rose, simultaneously everywhere and nowhere. People magazine dutifully ran a glowing feature full of artful adjectives and empty promises. But the comments section quickly devolved into a graveyard of skepticism. No one could describe the taste, the nose, or the perfect food pairing. Just crafted blend, repeated ad nauseum, as if repetition could conjure substance from thin air. It's almost as if the wine itself was beside the point. The real product on sale here? Meghan Markle's brand. The mirage of success, the illusion of exclusivity, the fantasy of effortless elegance. This isn't Meghan's first rodeo. Her entire post-royal career has been a masterclass in style over substance, in selling the dream rather than the reality. From animated Netflix projects that disappeared faster than a magician's rabbit, to lifestyle endeavors that seem more like vaporware than viable ventures, Meghan has perfected the art of launching things that never quite land. The rose is just the latest chapter in her ongoing campaign to remain headline relevant, even if it means serving up smoke and mirrors instead of a decent glass of wine. Even the bottle, the bottle, is a study in Instagram-era marketing. Forget hand-blown glass or elegant French typography. This design is straight out of the bargain bin, with a label that looks cobbled together by an Etsy hobbyist after one too many mimosas. It's not just unremarkable, it's forgettable, the kind of bottle you'd leave behind at a picnic without a second thought. So why all the fuss? Why does a bottle of wine, one that may or may not exist, merit so much attention? The answer lies in the strange alchemy of modern celebrity. Meghan Markle is no longer just a person. She's a brand, a meme, a walking press release in designer shoes. The wine is secondary. What matters is the narrative, the glamorous launch, the breathless media coverage, the suggestion that you, too, can buy a piece of her lifestyle, if only you can find the mythical bottle. But here's the twist, you can't. And maybe that's the point. In a world where scarcity equals luxury, and mystery is the ultimate marketing tool, withholding the product becomes part of the allure. Meghan's rose isn't just a drink, it's an idea, a promise, a shimmering mirage on the horizon of summer. The less you can get it, the more you want it. Or so the theory goes. Yet, the cracks are showing. 2 weeks after launch, there's a grand total of one review from a source whose objectivity is questionable at best. The buzz is more of a faint hum, drowned out by the sound of more interesting wines being uncorked elsewhere. Meghan's rose isn't making waves. It's evaporating before it even hits the glass. What's truly fascinating is how this saga encapsulates the era we're living in, a time when perception trumps reality, and the sizzle often outweighs the steak. Meghan's Rose is a case study in the power of PR, the allure of celebrity, and the thin line between hype and hustle. It's a reminder that in the world of influencers and Instagram, you don't need to have a great product. You just need to look like you do. But let's not let Meghan take all the blame. She's playing a game that plenty have played before her. From celebrity perfumes that smell like regret, to clothing lines that vanish after a single season, the market is flooded with products that trade on name recognition rather than genuine quality. Meghan's wine is just the latest in a long line of celebrity side hustles that are more about visibility than viability. Still, there's something uniquely audacious about this particular launch. Maybe it's the timing, arriving just as the public's patience for empty celebrity projects is wearing thin. Maybe it's the sheer brazenness of selling a wine no one can drink and calling it the drink of the summer. Or maybe it's the sense that, for all the smoke and mirrors, the only thing truly intoxicating about this rose is the spectacle itself. So what's next for Meghan's Phantom wine? Will it ever materialize on store shelves? Will it become a collector's item like the Beanie Babies of beverages? Or will it quietly fade away, remembered only as a footnote in the annals of celebrity entrepreneurship? Only time will tell. One thing is certain. In the age of curated personas and manufactured exclusivity, Meghan Markle's Rose is a perfect symbol. It's not about the wine. It's about the story, the sensation, the idea that you're part of something special, even if that something only exists in a well-lit Instagram post. So, if you're still thirsty for the real deal, maybe skip the hype and reach for a wine with a little more substance and a little less spin. But don't forget to raise a glass to Meghan, to the power of PR, and to the most talked about wine no one has tasted. Because in the circus of modern celebrity, sometimes the sideshow is the main event. And as you watch the next headline roll in, another launch, another exclusive, another invitation to buy into the dream, remember Meghan's Rose. A bottle that promised everything but delivered nothing, yet still managed to capture the world's attention, if only for a fleeting, fizzy moment. Here's to the fakest drink of the summer, the one you can't buy, can't taste, and perhaps can't help but talk about.